This is the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAT.
Gold heading back to Lawrence County.
Your home for the County of Champions.
Settles under it. The senior makes the catch. Perfection. Neshannock, again, are your Class 2A state champions.
Force out the third, and that will do it. Mohawk is your 3A softball champions.
Buzzer's going to sound. Union repeats as the Class 1A WPIAL champions.
The top local athletes and the top sports moments all featured here, live or archived at lcsportsnet.com.
The sideline getting by one defender, and he's going to go all the way by Harrison. Harrison on the ground finds Blundo. Blundo rolls it in, up and good for two.
Shallow right field, giving a run, and a sliding catch made.
Down to 6 on the play clock. Here's Snap in the hold. The kick is up. The kick is long enough. It is good!
That's a fly ball deep right field. Get out of here!
Hope running for his life. Throws it up for grab. There's a man open.
Touchdown.
No way!
Ripped away from him. Right back to Stanley from the seat of his pants, and he throws it off the window and in.
Featuring over 100 broadcasts of county events in over a dozen sports. Your voice for Lawrence County sports.
The gold ball headed home to Newcastle.
This is the Lawrence County SportsNet.
Tonight from Laurel High School, it's a WPIAL 2A Section 4 matchup. It's the top team in Section 4, the Neshannock Lancers at 5-0 in the section, 9-1 overall, taking on the host Laurel Spartans, 1-4 in section play, 7-6 overall in the season. Tonight's broadcast on lcsportsnet.com is brought to you by Maley Chiropractic, MVP Insurance, the Newcastle Transit Authority, Penn Ohio Bottled Water, The Red Zone, Madura Bonner Law, Gem Builders Incorporated, Pontius Insurance, Works in Progress, the Crane Room Grill, City Rescue Mission, Something for Your Wall Photography, the Tri-County Principals Association, the Laurel Teachers Association, and the Lawrence County Community Action Partnership. Eric Thomas and Lee Moe with you here tonight. Big game for Neshannock in this sense, Lee. Look, Union already won tonight over Southside by a final of 76-38. So that means Union's 5-1 in this section. Neshannock, in order to stay ahead of Union, is going to have to win tonight. Otherwise, they're going to be tied for first place. They, of course, have a big matchup coming up next week during the middle portion of the week. So big game here in the sense that for Neshannock to stay on top of this section, they've got to keep going here tonight and beat Laurel.
Yeah, always tough to get victories on the road, but this is a pretty good Neshannock team. They've been on a roll. As you mentioned 9-1, so they've played very, very well up to this point right now. Coach Corey's going to be very happy with his team, and Coach Locke, on the other hand, still he got that younger team, but he's very happy with where he is right now. But he knows his team can get better.
This Neshannock team coming off a season-high 88 points against Western Beaver. That was on Tuesday. They won that game 88-34. Laurel, on the other hand, lost to that very Southside team that we just mentioned that played Union tonight on Tuesday night by a final of 63-33, averaging just under 50 a game. You mentioned a young team. This is a team that lost 15 consecutive games to end last season, but They won 3 straight to start this year. Off to a good start, and then it's been kind of up and down since that point. Yeah, Coach Locke just trying to find that right players, to combine it, who's going to be giving them those best minutes off the bench, and halfway through the season, he's starting to get there. You win those, win a few here and there. So but got a home court victory or home court challenge here tonight against. Always fun though to get the Lawrence County teams together. Yeah, it should be a good game here tonight. Packed crowd. It is snowing outside, so if you're on your way here, be careful. If not, just stay home. Watch us. We got you covered for the next hour and a half or so here from Laurel High School. A couple other games going on tonight. We mentioned the Union game. They defeated Southside tonight 76-38. Some of the games around the area, moved up the time to 6 o'clock in order to avoid any kind of weather issues after we get out of here tonight. So we're the late game here tonight, and it might be a little dicey if you're out traveling after this is over. Mohawk off tonight. Shenango takes on Western Beaver. Big one over at Newcastle as they take on Fox Chapel. And Wilmington off that kind of stunning loss the other night to Kennedy Catholic on Tuesday. They take on Greenville tonight in District 10 action. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, we'll give you tonight's starting lineups and our keys to the game. It's Laurel and Neshannock coming your way in about 5 minutes here in the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP.
Just like going to the doctor, our homes need a checkup too. If your home is not properly weatherized, you could be at risk for symptoms that cause unhealthy ailments and higher utility bills. The Weatherization Assistance Program is the key to reducing utility costs and increasing comfort in your home. Services include an in-home energy audit to inspect your furnace and hot water tank, check for air sealing around windows and doors, and ensure adequate insulation and ventilation. Learn more at lcap.org or call the Department of Healthy Homes to get your checkup today.
Congratulations to our December LCAP Team of the Month. The Lawrence County SportsNet is proud to honor Laurel Wrestling as the December LCAP Team of the Month after their 13-2 start to the season. Congratulations to Coach Kevin Carmichael and the Laurel Wrestling Team, our December LCAP Team of the Month. Lawrence County SportsNet is proud to honor Union's Lucas Stanley as a December Red Zone Male Athlete of the Month for scoring his 1,000th career point in the season opener. LC SportsNet is also proud to honor Union's Kylie Frustifer and Newcastle's Rihanna Boyce as the December Female Athletes of the Month, with both seniors also eclipsing their 1,000 career point mark. Congratulations and best of luck to 1,000 point scorers Rihanna Boyce, Kylie Frustifer, and Lucas Stanley, the December Red Zone Athletes of the Month.
Calling all sports fans. Never miss a moment with real-time alerts, keeping you in the loop when your favorite teams are playing.
Get instant updates sent straight to your phone with game schedules, changes, and all the latest news.
You can receive important updates and reminders, so you're always prepared for game time.
Be the first to cheer on your local teams and show your support.
Receive important updates and reminders, so you're always prepared for the game.
Signing up is quick and easy. Don't miss out. Sign up now and stay connected to the action.
Plus, follow us on social media for live updates, behind-the-scenes content, and community news.
Back here at Laurel High School, Eric Thomas, Lee Moen. We got about 2.5 minutes to go until tip-off tonight. Teams are getting the pregame instructions down in the court. You see the two coaches there, Ken Locke and also John Corey, who won his 300th game earlier this season. Let's take a look at our keys to the game for tonight, presented by Works in Progress Paint Services. Call Joe Wright at 724-714-4294 to discuss your next painting project. You look at the Neshannock, you got David Quatt's been pretty hot this season. He's had a couple of really big games against Burley. He had 31 against Rochester. He had 28. He's averaging on the season 14.5 points a game. As he goes, they go. But this Neshannock team this season has been really good, as you see the other key there on the boards this season.
Yeah, so he could put up 30 in a game if they let him, So, but he's quieting down a little bit more this year. But he is quite the scorer. But it's excuse me. It's nice to have other contributors on this Neshannock team as they do, and I'm really looking forward to see the big guy in Mr. Parada down low, because he can make a huge difference in a basketball game down low.
Of course, Luca, the Irish, that's Luca Santini, the quarterback for the football team here at Laurel, and also one of their leading scorers on this team, 11 3-pointers this season, averaging just under 8 a game. But they really got to get a good effort here at home. Neshannock's only loss this season is to Grove City by a point. And we mentioned kind of the up and down season that Laurel's had after that initial start to this season. They have won 2 of 3, and they've won 3 of their last 6. So, again, up and down, but important for them to defend their home turf here tonight.
Yeah, and they're going to have to handle this Neshannock pressure. Neshannock's really known for their defense, and they're going to have to handle it and really limit the turnovers here tonight. And I'm surprised Dotson and Mr. Dotson put actually the Irish in there after last night's game. So I'm impressed. So he's recovered nicely.
It's a rough game for some of us, I'll tell you. It wasn't for you and I last night, though. The starting lineups here tonight brought to you by the Crane Room Grill. Call to place your order at 724-656-1553. Call ahead and reserve your seat for after the game, or place an order for takeout. Remember, the winning word for last night was hockey. So if you go there tonight, hopefully they stay open with the weather in the area. If you go there tonight, make sure you use the word hockey to get your free Crane Chips starter. Again, your winning word is hockey. Let's take a listen to tonight's national anthem, then we'll introduce you to tonight's starting lineups. There's tonight's national anthem. Again, the starting lineups tonight are brought to you by the Crane Room Grill. Give them a call at 724-656-1553. For the visiting Lancers of Neshannock, they will start their usual 5 tonight of Ashton Allison, the 6'2 junior. The 5'11 senior, Jake Rind, is averaging 11 points a game tonight. He is the 3rd leading scorer on this team. Behind him, or rather ahead of him, is David Quap, the 6'3 junior, averaging 14.5 a game. Tony Paradas had a great season to this point, 13 points per game for the 6'3 senior. And rounding out the starting 5 is Talon Anderton, who is hitting 6.1 points per game on the season. For the Laurel Spartans, and we expect them, and yes, they are going to start their usual 5 of Luca Santini, the senior guards, averaging 8 points a game. Jaden Iorio has hit a team-high 15 3-pointers this season. Tyler Shear averaging 2 points a game. Aiden Fuchs at 3.5. And Mason Ernst rounds out the starting 5, the leading scorer on this Spartans team at 9.1 points per game. Laurel, of course, head coach is Ken Locke, the athletic director here, graduate of Laurel. And for Neshannock, it's John Corey, who we mentioned won his 300th game earlier this season.
Yeah, December 6th. They also had 4 years at Shuthers, Ohio, also did, and battled some health issues a few years back. He's fully recovered from that, and really appreciates life now after that health scare that he had.
Interesting.
Good.
Saying that he still enjoys the Tuesday and the Friday night, but he said he really likes the off season. Good story about a lot of the veteran head coaches in the Newcastle News to start the season. I find that interesting that he likes the off season. Most of these coaches are like, I want to get away from this. I want to go to the beach. He's like, no, I like doing all that stuff 365.
Yeah, so it's a pleasure talking to him, too. And Coach Locke mentioned 13th year here at Laurel High School. He's a Laurel grad from 1995, also the AD here. And also put him on the air for football every once in a while when we needed. So it's nice to have him, his hospitality here at Laurel High School also.
Ernst and Parada will jump center. Of course, Laurel is in the home white with green, and Neshannock in the road with the checkerboards down the side.
Yeah. And unfortunately, we don't have Max Shevitz. Unfortunately, not playing with that torn ACL. I would love to see him and Parada go at it down low.
That was actually Quat that jumped center. Parada had it in his hands for a minute. This is Quat to start things offensively for the Lancers. Rind.
Boy, Shear wound up.
And that one off the mark. And we got a step on the end line there by Anderton, so our first turnover of the night is committed by the Lancers.
If they get the effort out of the whole team, out of what they just got out of Tyler Shear, that defensive effort, they're going to be in good shape.
Comes Neshannock with that typical pressure we see the Lancers apply. This will be key for Laurel to beat tonight. Look to get a couple of transition opportunities if you're the Spartans. Ernst across the way to Santini. Get poked from behind by Anderton and fouled by Anderton. So that's the first foul on either side and the first on Anderton.
It's just a token full court press there. Nothing, didn't really wrap it up too much. Able to handle that.
Iorio looking off everybody there for the inbound. Santini will control it up top. Ernst and Parada matched up on that wing. Ernst puts it on the floor. Santini with a slight head fake. He's guarded by Rind. Iorio. Back to Santini. Almost a minute and a half gone here to start the first, and we're still looking for our first points.
I think it's what Laurel has to do tonight, though. Keep this game low scoring.
Ernst trying to go right by Parada, left that off the front of the rim. Outlet pass ahead is poked by Santini right to Rind. Rind bounced off the defender, couldn't connect. Loose ball, and Shears there for it for the Spartans, and he and Parada get mixed up, and it's going to be, let's get a call, it's going to be off Neshannock and Laurel ball.
Yeah, it went off of Parada. One thing about the big man, he's getting some D2 looks as Parada for football. He can really move for a big guy, about 275 or 280.
John Carroll, I believe, has visited him. That's a good school. As Iorio fires from the far side, and it connects on the first three of the night. Anderton to Rind. Rind going to try to blow right by Fuchs, and he is fouled.
Yeah, good first step there. Getting around him, getting in the lane, and he'll get to the line to shoot two.
It's the first on Laurel. Rind at the free throw line this season is hitting at 56%. This Neshannock team only shooting right now 64% from the line.
Ooh.
That is,
and they're 9-1.
Yeah, think about that.
Yeah.
Rind hits both. It's 3-2 Laurel. There's the pressure again as Iorio gets away from it that time, and Shear. And trying to feed that to Ernst, and it's out of bounds. First Spartans turnover, and we'll go the other way with 5:55 to go in the quarter.
Yeah, Coach Locke is saying slow things down.
Two teams about even in three-pointers made this year. Laurel now has 56, Neshannock 58 on the season. Inside, Parada, good seal, and he lays it in.
Well, you get him the ball down there, he's not going to miss.
Trying to feed that into traffic. Another Spartans turnover. Anderton up ahead to Rind. Fancy dribbling by Rind. Parada. Anderton Not a very deep Neshannock team. Look at Parada all alone, and he lays it up and in for a second field goal of the night.
Yeah, nice backdoor cut there for Parada. Completely lost him.
Laurel a little deeper of the two teams. Neshannock really will play 7 guys, maybe 8, depending. And that's pretty much their rotation. But Laurel a little bit deeper. They just haven't gotten the max production out of the entire roster. As Rin steals that one, he'll go coast to coast and lay it in.
And here comes the timeout.
Pontius Insurance timeout, first one of the night called. It's a 30-second timeout called by Locke and Laurel. Make sure you take time out to save money on your insurance. Visit PontiusInsurance.com to request a quote for auto, home, business, or life insurance. Good start for Jake Rind. He's got 4 points. Parada's got 4 points, and Neshannock's got a 5-point lead.
Yeah, 3-0 start there for Laurel, hitting that 3. Now the 8-0 run as Neshannock stepping up that defense a little bit. Laurel, a couple unforced turnovers. Neshannock taking advantage of that.
Spartans are going to have a chance here early next week. They're going to get Western Beaver, who is really struggling right now. They're 2-9 overall. They haven't won a game in this section, but then Union on the 17th. That's going to be a tough ask for this young Spartans team, but Ulsh, Shenango, and Rochester after that. So they have a shot to make some noise here. They got to get in position. You start thinking about playoffs now as we hit the middle portion of January. They're going to be here before you know it. There's only going to be 4 teams that make it. 5 teams rather out of the section. Santini fires the 3 and he drains it.
Nice skip pass. Laurel was in trouble, got the skip pass, Santini wide open.
Right now, Laurel would be on the cut line. They'd be behind Shenango by a game. There's Parada once again, stealing himself off. He's got 6.
I don't know how you lose him. That's second one, no one around him.
He is having himself a fantastic start to the season. Ernst, he almost got tied up. To the far side, 3 more. That's Iorio for the second time tonight. All 9 points for the Spartans by way of the 3, and they're down by 1.
Yeah, the homecoming Kings striking for the second time.
Rand into the corner, it goes to Quat. He has been quiet here early on. Rand inside, Parada, little 3-man operation. Anderton and now Rin once again. He'll pull the trigger on a 3, got it. 7 in the early going here for Rin, and we still got 3:10 to go in the first quarter. Iorio driving down the baseline. Pass across to Santini. Santini inside, Fuchs out to the corner. And another 3, that one off the mark that time by Ernst. Lancers control the rebound. Here comes Rin, rather. Quat, first shot attempt of the night, in and out. One-handed rebound, tap by Iorio, and here comes Laurel the other way. Santini, a little head fake inside, nice find. Fuchs, he hesitated too much. Out to Shear, he can't connect on the 3, and Rin pulls it in.
Boy, you got to be aggressive on that. Had the layup.
And good defense by Santini on the sideline as he pokes that away, and that's going to go back to the Spartans. Second Laurel turnover.
It's the second time we saw Aiden Fuchs underneath there. Had a chance for shots, but just passing it up. So he's going to get replaced right now. First substitution coming in for Laurel. And that's going to be Vern Sipe checking in.
Senior guard averaging 3 points off the bench. Iorio, 3-pointer, no. A little 3 happy here as Mazzacco has it for Neshannock. Gino, foul line out to Parada. Good ball movement as Maisel has it. Now he goes back up top to Quat. Good fake by Quat. Kicks it out to an open Anderton. Yes.
Great penetration, draw that defense, kick it out wide open.
Second 3 by Neshannock here in the first quarter, 16-9. Santini in NBA range 3, no. Rebound Mazzacco once again. Pushes it. Anderton, open three again, and he rattles the rim and gets it. And a whistle here on the going to delay a game as Rinda's going to check back in, and all of a sudden it's a 10-point lead for the Lancers.
Well, that blew up quick, didn't it? Parada's going to have a seat. So a little bit smaller lineup in here for the Neshannock. Neshannock coming out on fire here in this first quarter.
Threes by Anderton, 2 of them, 1 by Rind. And inside work by Parada. A little hop step, Quat bounces off the defender, beautiful fadeaway. David Quat's first 2 points of the night. Up ahead, Ernst outrunning everybody, lays it in.
Well, the first minute and a half, I thought we were going to be in for a slowdown game. We're in a track meet now.
And a minute 15 to go. 10-point lead for Neshannock. Rind off the mark that time. Rebound pulled in by Sipe. Sipe double dribbled. They traveled. And that'll be the third Spartans turnover.
Yeah, Coach Locke saying that ball was tipped on that pass, but from up here, it sure didn't look like it.
Our replays tonight are brought to you by LCAP. If you ever wanted an exciting career working with children, LCAP Early Learning is looking for you. Apply online today at lcap.org/join our team. Mazzocco, corner, Maisel, under a minute to go. Ring finds Anderton once again. Anderton, Maisel once again. Mazzocco, excellent ball movement by the Lancers. Mazzocco through everybody, too strong. Santini the rebound, up ahead, Shear, one-on-one with Quat. Fake, great defense on the recovery by Quat. Here comes Neshannock the other way, and a foul midcourt by Sipe.
Yeah, great adjustment there by Quat with getting the block. Didn't go for that pump fake. Getting that block in there.
You see it right there on the replay. Good job by Quat to run the floor. Parada is back in for the Lancers. 31 seconds to go in the quarter. 10-point margin for the visiting Lancers. And Rin lost that off his hands and out of bounds. Third turnover for Neshannock. And Locke calling out the play for the Spartans, who can hold for the final shot. Shear. Iorio. Back to Shear. Now Iorio once again. Down to 6. Down to 5. Shear. Euro step in the lane. Lost it. Out of bounds. It stays with Laurel with 1.6 to go.
Thought maybe that might have went off of Laurel, but did not get it.
Spartans will have one chance here for a final shot to close the quarter. Has to be a clean inbound. Iorio lobs it up top. There is Quat once again. Sight didn't have much of a chance. So Neshannock comes out. Laurel comes out. It's an early 3, and then it's mostly all Neshannock the rest of the way as they lead it 21-11 after 1. You're watching high school boys basketball on the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP.
Cold winds blowing, temperatures dropping, and snow is beginning to fall. And then your furnace goes out. LCAP's LIHEAP Crisis Program is here to help. If your furnace is blowing cold air, not turning on, or not reaching the desired temperature, help is right around the corner, whether it needs fixed or replaced. For information, call the Department of Healthy Homes at 724-656-0090. LCAP's Healthy Home programs are the key to safer living.
Thank you for calling Axe. Where can we take you today?
To work, to the store, to Grandma's house. Axe can get you there, but it's much more than a ride. It's a joyride.
I'm helping people. I'm getting them out of their house. I'm taking them to their doctors, to the grocery store.
They say I'm entertaining. Okay, we laugh, we joke, we sing, we tell stories.
They're like family to us.
Even if it's the same day, to schedule your joyride, call Axe today.
10-point lead for Neshannock as we start the second quarter. Eric Thomas and Lee Moan with you here tonight as Neshannock looking to stay on top of the section right now. They're off to a pretty good start to do just that as Laurel has to begin the second quarter. Iorio through traffic somehow was able to muscle that in, and he's got 8 here in the first half.
Yeah, got the pump fake. Created just enough space to get that ball up off the glass.
Ashton Allison, Anderton, Parada, Rind, and Mazzocco for the Lancers. And hands it back off to Allison. Getting good ball movement here by the Neshannock side. Rind tied up in traffic, no. Anderton the rebound, out to Parada. Open jumper, no. Rebound, Sipe. Sipe, Santini, Iorio, Ernst, and Fuchs for Laurel here to start the second. Ernst early on not finding much room to work against Parada even when he's out on the perimeter.
So Parada moves well for a big man.
Seeing right up on him. Ernst a pull-up jumper, that is short, and Parada got a piece of it. Rind up ahead, Parada running the floor, the big fellow lays it in.
How about that? Block on one end, running the floor as you said, beat everybody down the court.
23-13 Lancers.
And he was dominant on the football field, but having himself a nice high school basketball career.
A little forearm there by Santini with no call. Ernst and turns. Parada is right on him as he kicks it out to Sipe. Now Santini with 6:13 to go in the half. Laurel looking for a bucket here. Rind, and we're going to get a foul on Rind.
Finally going to get Rind. Coach Locke was looking for it. A little bit too aggressive after about 3. Interesting Newcastle Transit Authority out of town scoreboard. Interesting non-section game. Prep is leading Aliquippa 14-12 at the end of the first quarter. How about that for a non-section game? Erie Prep, I should say.
That's part of the Burger King Classic, I believe. That big event that's up in Erie this weekend that always draws a good, I believe, and our buddy Bob Greenberg probably could confirm this, or Tom Reisenweiber. I think LeBron played in that, and I think Kobe played in that too.
Oh, wow.
If I'm not mistaken.
You might be right.
There are all kinds of great teams to that event. I am pretty sure LeBron made the trip across the border one time to play in that.
Well, this is up in Erie. It looks like possible. I'm trying to see what gym that is here. Yeah, it is definitely the Burger King Classic. It's just saw the sign. So you're right on.
Yeah, that's always a marquee event right after the New Year starts. Allison. Here's Rind with a good look at 3, but that's way off the mark. Parada chasing it, slams into the wall, and he's out of bounds.
Yeah, Jake Grimm, we'll see him in a few months on the baseball field. Very, very good baseball player. His brother, Nate, was very good himself, but chose not to play baseball in college. Had some looks, but chose just to be a college student.
5:20 to go in the half.
Yeah, Laurel getting away with that walk.
There's Anderton the other way for 3. He rattles it home.
Get third one of the night for him. Nice assist there by Mazzocco and another steal.
5th turnover for Laurel. They try to go inside and turn it right back over. They look up ahead to Shear. Shear hesitates again, off balance, too strong. There's Quat.
Almost getting that layup. Boy, Allison went flying for that block earlier. And we're going to get the foul on Santini, his first team's first here in the second quarter. 26-13 lead for Neshannock.
And just to let you know how big that showcase is in Erie this weekend. First off, Archbishop Wood played there,
there you go,
earlier today, but that event has its own Twitter feed.
When you get teams from out east playing up there, that's especially the likes of Archbishop Wood.
Second one is in by Quat. He's got 3. Need more of that around here. I know Westminster has the event tomorrow. Need more of that, though, in this area as Quat steps back. Nice open shot by David Quat. And another timeout called by Coach Locke and Laurel. It's going to be a full timeout. Pontius Insurance timeout as you take a look at Quat's pure jumper.
Well, they did try to put that together for Christmas. I had the Christmas tournament at the PPG Paints Arena, trying to put something together there, and they've always tried to have something out at Woodland Hills High School, that Martin Luther King Classic that they've had the last few years. So they're trying to get something in that aspect, but it's tough to, when you're talking prep and wood and getting teams from out east, I think that's tough to do.
Big one next weekend on the eastern side of the state is going to be in York, as that's going to have games all day, Friday night, all day Saturday, all day Sunday, all day Monday. Bringing a whole bunch of teams from the East Coast. A bunch of Philly teams will play there. Of course, a bunch of York County teams will play there too. But they actually utilize 2 sites. That is going to be headlined by Saturday night's 6A matchup between defending state champs Central York and 6A Power Imhotep. So that'll be a good.
Imhotep, they used to be 2A or 3. Those success formulas caught up to them.
I'll tell you, at the big school classification this year, the team,
it's insane.
The Philly Catholic League is far and away. Father Judge is the best team down there. Any one of those teams could win 6A.
Yeah, between Roman and Imhotep.
Well, remember, Imhotep is public, so I'm talking strictly Catholic.
Okay, Catholic, okay.
Father Judge, you have St. Joe's Prep, you have Roman Catholic. Newman Goretti is a power down there that plays in that league, not at the 6A level, but then you throw Imhotep in there, and the basketball in Philly this season is just off the charts great.
Yeah, I refer to that every once in a while. Can you imagine watching that every Tuesday and Friday? I mean, nothing against WPIAL District 7 basketball, but just it's on a different level out there.
No, and then the question remains is who is going to be eligible for these teams in the playoffs. But
yeah, that's another story.
Mazel's jumper is off the mark, and that falls into the hands of Sipe.
Was suddenly a 16-point game.
Iorio guarded by Quat. Good screen by Shear. We're going to get a official stoppage. Looks like we got something in one of the volleyball net slots on the floor is loose.
Sort of loose a little bit. So I thought maybe they're going to get Ty Shear there for moving screen possibly, but nope, referee says no, let's stop it for that. The lid is sort of open.
Inbound goes to Santini. There's another gym here too. I did not know that until tonight, that on the other side of this complex that we're in, they actually have another full gym over there. Santini, I mean, it is about the same size as this, newer bleachers, but
yeah.
Fuchs shakes away from everybody, slips it out to Shear. Shear across the way, Sipe open 3, they need it, couldn't connect and Quat the rebound. Anderton a head fake, Quat, deep 3. Rattled across the front of the rim and off to the side. It's out of bounds back to Laurel.
We were talking about Archbishop where they defeated Richmond Heights earlier in that Burger King tournament. So Wood will play for the tournament title tomorrow between either Erie Prep or Aliquippa.
And the Quips, if you're a 2A team in the WPIAL, you don't have to worry about them this year because they bumped up to 3. As Santini gets loose for a free throw attempt, no. And Santini, good effort to follow his own miss and put back his second field goal. It's 29-15. A lot of good 2A matchups tonight. We'll talk about that here in a second. There are big games all across 2A. We mentioned Union earlier with a win as Anderton fires another one and hits.
Wow, 4th one of the night.
17th made 3 on the season. As Lee just mentioned, he's got 4 tonight. Iorio, nice reverse layup, short. Rebound once again to Neshannock.
Yeah, just missed the backboard.
Rain down the floor. Quat got by him. Wow, he got tied up and somehow got a shot off.
He got fouled a couple times before he got to the basket, at least looked like from up here anyway. Sipes going to pick up the foul, his second.
Yeah, just to tell you what's going on in 2A tonight, Jeanette and Greensburg Central meet for the first time tonight in Section 1. And then in Section 2, that's for first place in Section 1. In Section 2, you have Sewickley and Northgate for first place tonight. Those two teams are 1 and 2. And then in Section 3, Jefferson Morgan and West Green are tied atop that at 4 and 1. So everybody jockeying for position. It's a 19-team bracket. The top 5 in sections 1, 3, and 4, and the top 4 in section 2. And then the caveat to that is that if there's any ties, everybody goes.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to hopefully get a chance to see Sewickley sometime before playoff season. I heard they've had a few extra players from coming in. Just keep it that way.
Santini, they move to double him up. And Wren with the steal, and Wren will take it in to lay it up.
Yeah, that's what Wren does. He gets those the hustle points.
36-15 to Neshannock. This has got away from Laurel here in the first half. Ernst underneath, nice find, and he lays it in.
It really doesn't feel like a 19-point lead.
Down to 1:24 to go in the first half. Wren, floater, and Quat the rebound. The putback is good. That one almost stolen by Quat as he collides with Wren. Across the way, they throw it away into the Neshannock cheerleaders, and it'll be Lancers' ball.
Nice duck there by one of the Neshannock cheerleaders.
Take a look at Quat there with the putback.
And something for you all photographers in the house tonight. You can check out all her images. Something for your wall.com.
There's Quat open for 3. And a big rebound for Fuchs as they try to get something here before the end of the half as Santini and company down by 21. Ernst, Shear. Oreo, and they're going to hold, it looks like, for the final shot, or at least wear the clock down as much as they can. Well, Oreo got a clean look, and he knocks it down. "20 seconds to go in the half. Anderton. Allison lobs it inside for Parada, and it's going to be off of Neshannock and out of bounds.
Yeah, they're trying to get Parada down low, but Iorio has some good position down there. Pass just a little bit too far. Mizaki will check back in.
Seth Gilmore is into the game for the first time tonight for Laurel, number 55. Gilmore averaging 3 points off the bench. Has it, throws it right into the hands of Anderton. Anderton, time winding down, almost at the buzzer. And that'll do it for the first half. So again, Laurel, a fast start, but Neshannock too much in the first half, and they're going to have an 18-point lead as we go to the locker room and the halftime show. We'll come back, give you the stats, and we'll look at the out-of-town scoreboard. 18-point lead for Neshannock here on the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP.
For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Melee Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $30 visit to the Melee Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and/or all therapy is necessary. From the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between. Let Melee Chiropractic keep you in the game.
When it comes to shopping for insurance, there are thousands of options out there. MVP Insurance proactively shops and compares your policies to find the best coverage and rate. Josh Mathur and David Verratti want to provide you with the level of personalized service that you know that you are the MVP of their agency. They simplify insurance so you can live stress-free. Visit one of the locations in Zingleopole or in New Springfield, Ohio. Call MVP for the win. Proud sponsor of the MVP of the game on the Lawrence County SportsNet.
Works in Progress Painting wishes a successful and satisfying season to all the Lawrence County sports teams and athletes. Work hard and bring honor to your team, school, and family in how you play. Joe Wright and his family have been providing painting, window cleaning, and other property services for business and homeowners in the Lawrence County area for over 10 years. Their goal on every project is to provide a meaningful service that honors their customer, God, and their family, and to have fun while doing it. Works in Progress is now booking interior painting projects for both residential and commercial projects. Call Joe today at 724-714-4294 to discuss your next project.
Tired of gasoline costs? Why drive? Let the Newcastle Transit Authority take you where you want to go. Serving the city of Newcastle and stops throughout Lawrence County, as well as weekday service to Pittsburgh. Public transportation just makes sense. Why drive when you can relax and ride? For more information or for route schedules, log on to newcastletransit.org. The Newcastle Transit Authority, going your way. And remember, senior citizens ride free.
At Medore Bonner Law, we're more than just attorneys. We're your community partners. With a combined experience that spans decades, attorneys Jason Medore, Michael Bonner, and Greg Rossitelli are your trusted advisors for all legal matters. From personal injury to estate planning, business law to family disputes, we are here to guide you through every step of the legal process. Our full-service, community-based approach ensures that you're not just a client, but a valued member of our family. Give us a call or visit us online at MedoreBonnerLaw.com for more information.
Halftime here at Laurel High School. It's an 18-point lead for Neshannock as they lead it 38-20. Let's take a look now at our scoring recap, and our halftime scoring recap is brought to you by Creative Edge, where design and construction come together with experience. For Neshannock in the first half, 9 points for Jake Rind and David Quat, 8 for Tony Parada, but the leading scorer on the team was Talon Anderton, who knocked down 4 threes and finished with 12 points. For Laurel, they were led in the first half by Jaden Iorio, who had 11, 5 for Lucas Santini and 4 for Mason Ernst. That is it as far as the scoring goes for the Spartans. It adds up to an 18-point lead for Neshannock here at the half. And that's your halftime, your Creative Edge scoring recap. From concept to creation, they combine their extensive construction experience with creative design to make your project reality. Fully licensed and insured architecture and construction management services. Call 724-652-1372 for more information. Time now also to take a look at the Newcastle Transit Authority going your way out of town scoreboard. Wide drive when you can relax and ride. Daily routes to Pittsburgh as well as routes all around Lawrence County. Visit newcastletransit.org for more information and route schedules. Also remember that senior citizens ride for free. On the boys' side, Union already in the books tonight with a 76-38 victory. Newcastle taking on Fox Chapel tonight. Shenango's taking on Western Beaver, and Wilmington is going up against Greenville in a big District 10 matchup tonight. Mohawk is off. They're back in action next week. On the girls' side, Newcastle a 52-48 win over Hopewell, and Elwood City a 53-51 victory over Beaver Falls.
I'll throw a couple out south out there. Jeanette leading Greensburg Central 15-9 in 6A basketball. Seneca Valley leading Woodland Hills 16-11 right now, and Erie Prep leading now Lacopa 28-27 at the half.
Yeah, we'll talk a little bit about the state rankings here in the second half tonight at Jeanette Greensburg Central Catholic game. Those two are respectively 3 and 4 in the state, according to the only state rankings. That's done by the Pittsburgh Tribune Review and Don Rebel. They came out for the first time here this week. Next week here in the Lawrence County Sports Network, another busy week of high school action for you. Monday night, we'll have Neshannock Gateway with an 8:40 face-off. That is in hockey. And then on Tuesday night, we'll have that big boys matchup as Union takes on Neshannock. 7:30 tip scheduled for that one. Wednesday night, we'll be back with another edition of our podcast. You can listen to Beyond the Scoreboard live on Wednesday night. That'll be brought to you by Penn Ohio Bottled Water. And then Thursday night, Wilmington at Kennedy Catholic on the girls' side, and also Montour taking on Newcastle on the girls' side. And then next Friday night, Mohawk will take on Riverside. And then that'll do it for our coverage next week. And then we're back at it the following week. Big slate of action the following week as well. We'll tell you about that next week. Now we'll tell you that we're taking a timeout. When we come back, we'll tip off the second half. It's an 18-point lead for Neshannock here on the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP.
GEM building contractors and developers have a proven record of performance on any size project. They bring value, local craftsmanship, expert management to meet any challenge. From design construction, from inspection to budget estimation, GEM Builder has been building our community for 70 years.
When it comes to protecting those you love, the businesses you've built, or the things you've earned, you need someone you can trust. Who better to protect your interests than a local insurance agent? Pontius Insurance is a team of local agents helping local residents in Lawrence County and surrounding areas, specializing in auto, home, business, and life insurance. Come see Dan Pontius, Jessica Dix, and Tracy Giddings, and the rest of the team at Pontius Insurance, and receive the personalized service you deserve.
Don't get left out to dry. Call the Penn Ohio Bottled Water Company for the fastest and most efficient bottled water delivery service in the area. Penn Ohio offers bottled water ranging from 16.9-ounce bottles to 5-gallon jugs, perfect for your next event or office water cooler system. Also, don't forget to ask about their custom labeling options. Visit PennOhioBottledWater.com for more information and to get a quote on their delivery services. Whether it's at home, in the office, or on the sidelines, Penn Ohio has you covered.
Whether you're hosting a big party, it's family dinner night, or you just need a place to go and watch the big game, the Crane Room Grill is the place to be. Need that something special for your upcoming event? Ask about the CR Brewing Company's custom brewing options to give your big day that personalized touch that your guests will never forget. Visit craneroom.com to see their full menu, or call in your takeout order now at 724-656-1553. The Crane Room Grill and CR Brewing Company, a winning combination.
When the high school season heats up, make sure you have the best gear to support your school. Head to the Red Zone on Wilmington Road in Neshannock for all your county sporting apparel needs. From sporting goods to custom apparel to embroidery and more, the Red Zone has it all. Quality gear for all 8 schools in the County of Champions. Stop by and enter the Red Zone or visit them online at theredzonesports.com. Score big at the Red Zone.
Thank you for calling Axe. Where can we take you today?
To work, to the store, to Grandma's house. Axe can get you there, but it's much more than a ride. It's a joyride.
I'm helping people. I'm getting them out of their house. I'm taking them to their doctors, to the grocery store.
They say I'm entertaining. Okay, we laugh, we joke, we sing, we tell stories.
They're like family to us.
Even if it's the same day, to schedule your joyride, call Axe today.
All right, third quarter about to get underway here. Eric Thomas and Lee Moen with you. It's an 18-point lead for the Lancers. As we remind you, 2 coming up after the game. We'll give you our Melee Chiropractic play of the game. Seasonal allergies or change in weather can affect how you feel on a daily basis. Headaches, joint pain, sinus pressure, even congestion can all be alleviated by chiropractic work. Call Melee Chiropractic to schedule your appointment today. We'll also announce the MVP of the game, brought to you by MVP Insurance. Get in the game at MVP Insurance, where they coach clients to better prices, better coverage. Call MVP for the win. Lancers ball to start the third quarter. Tony Parada getting in the mix right away. And that'll be a turnover to start the half. Santini off to Iorio. Iorio cut off by Parada. You know, I think much like the Laurel football team took big strides this year, this basketball team's going to kind of learn as they grow. They'll be a pretty good team. They get some of these younger guys to mature pretty quick. You can see that they're just a step or two away from becoming a really good team. They just need to mature a little bit.
Yeah, too many Medora Bonner Law turnovers for Laurel. Another one there.
Change of possession is brought to you by Medora Bonner Law. At Medora Bonner Law, your community firm with a personal connection and individualized service, MedoraBonnerLaw.com. Watt finds Anderton. Why not? He's got 4 of them, make it 5.
Why not? Yeah, you're correct. It's like he's 2 foot. No, that's Anderton shooting. He's not too far out tonight.
15 for Anderton tonight. And that fade away by Fuchs is good. His first points of the night. Can't get into a basket trading competition right now, though. If you're Laurel, you need stops. Rending Company, minute and a half gone in this third. Yeah, they're trying to stay ahead of Union. It's Parada, floater.
How about the touch from the big guy?
He's got 10.
And there's Wren making the dirty work again.
And from the corner, that one off the mark, but there is Allison battling for the board, but it's off of him back to Laurel.
You have to know where Jake is at all times.
Take a look at the replay brought to you by LCAP. There is the floater by the big guy. Fuchs, and that one's poked out of bounds as Ernst tried to feed it to him.
Yeah, LCAP's going to be helping us out for our Chauncey golf outing. We're having Chauncey scholarships at LC SportsNet. LCAP, check that out, the Chauncey scholarships, lcsportsnet.com/scholarship. If you're looking to get into broadcast journalism or media, you're eligible. June 28th next year at Castle Hills, or this year, excuse me. Yeah. June 28th, more information coming. Hopefully about the beginning of February, we'll have a flyer out.
I'll tell you, after this week where it's clean the driveway off every day, I cannot wait to be on a tee box.
Likewise.
Anderton, Quat for 3, no. Loose, and Fuchs poked it around, but Iorio comes away with it. Up ahead, nice pass to Ernst, who lays it in. He's got 6. Good stop. Now see if they can replicate that. Allison, good step through move and blocked by Ernst. There's the stop again. Santini trying to go 1-on-3, splits everybody. Luca, no, and he left it off the corner. Quat the pass ahead to Wren. Good pass to Allison. All the way to the bucket. Challenged by Fuchs, and again, a good stop. Ernst going to pull up for 3. Way off the mark, out of bounds, off of Neshannock, so it'll stay with Laurel.
Yeah, probably not a good decision there for Ernst. A little bit out of control going up for that shot. Didn't have the numbers, but he should have pulled that out.
Sipe is back in for the Spartans, number 5. Good minutes in the first half as Iorio spins. Good defense by Allison. Stuck right with him and rattled him enough to force a bad shot. Here comes Neshannock the other way. Rind. Anderton. Rind again. Santini right up on him. Parada, he will and does shoot that. And earns the rebound.
Gotta keep him honest.
Good pass up ahead to Iorio. Iorio lost it. Coming the other way, Quat. Good move with the right hand, he lays it in. Quat's got 11, a timeout, a 30-second timeout is called, a Pontius Insurance timeout. Called by Neshannock and John Corey. Saw the replay there, brought to you by LCAP. Get the best rates and customer service by calling a local agent at Pontius Insurance, or you can check them out online at pontiusinsurance.com.
Newcastle Transit scoring out-of-town scoreboard. Fox Chapel now leading Newcastle 14-11 at the end of the first quarter. That game getting off to a late start. Thanks to the girls' victory tonight at Newcastle.
Good battle there for Neshannock. Good test as they're trying to keep pace in 6A, a loaded 6A this year.
Yeah. It's Upper St. Clair, then everybody else.
Everybody jockeying for position behind that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Upper St. Clair really sent notice last week when they pounded Amani.
Oh, my God. Yeah, I had that game on the air, and it's like, forget it. Dawn, I'm sorry. I'm turning it off at halftime. So it was just annihilation. And then Amani came back last night and beat Mount Lebanon.
Yep. Yeah, every night is pretty much throw a dart, unless you're playing Upper St. Clair if you're in 6A. Sipe, corner, back out to Santini. About 4 minutes to go, 4:05 to go in the half. Another turnover. Mazzocco has it, crossover. Gino back out to Parada. Now it's Anderton, head fake, Anderton. Quad pull-up jumper on the way is off the mark. To the corner it goes, and Santini runs it down.
Quad having an off night shooting. Still has 11 points. But
Flatline shot by Oreo hits the front of the rim. Look at the fancy hands by Mazzocco. Out of trouble. Off to Maisel. Maisel spins. And Parada reaching to get that one. Back inside to Mazzocco. Parada deep two by the big guy, and he drains it.
Gotta love it. Good job by Mazzocco, though, keeping that play alive.
Showing off the range is Tony Parada. Santini loose for a three. No. Rebound Mazzocco. He had it. Sipe took it away. Iorio. Yes.
Yeah, he said Mazzocco. Measle went over his back.
13 for Iorio to lead the Spartans. 21-point lead for Neshannock still with 2:45 to go. And Anderton once again had the hot hand, but he's missed two in a row. Iorio the other way. Head fake, swatted out of there by Parada. Shear gets it back, pull up, and he'll get the roll.
Good decision there to pull up.
First two of the night for Shear. Down to 2:17 to go in the quarter. Quad, three ball right in front of his bench, and he drains it.
Yeah, and a violation by Laurel stepping over the line. Don't see that call too often.
No, you don't. Yeah, that's...
The official, you could read the lips of the official, is that it wasn't even close.
Catch and shoot, Anderton in and out. Missed three in a row. Ernst the board, up ahead Iorio. Iorio, good move to the bucket. Thought he got fouled. Ernst gets it ripped away from Maisel, and here comes Neshannock the other way. It's Anderton, and he's kind of out of control but fouled.
Yeah, Jeffrey Maisel in the game you mentioned is his sister Abigail, part of the Ashland softball. Third foul going to go on Sipe.
That is just the first foul in the second half. You can believe that. And Anderson passes up that one. Maisel won't. Towards the Neshannock bench and out of bounds. It'll be Laurel ball.
I always love seeing the football players on the basketball court because Mazzocco, you look at him, he looks like a defensive back, does not look like a quarterback. Threw for over 1,300 yards this year, rushed for 700.
Didn't finish the way that they wanted to. Is Ernst to the bucket, he's fouled, and we'll go to the line.
With authority there for Mason Ernst. Check out that replay.
Replay again brought to you by LCAP. Good take by Ernst.
Well, we have to have a play of the game somewhere along the way here tonight, so. Always tough to find play of the game sometime in basketball.
Just a chance here for a three-point play, and he's off the mark, caught the rebound.
The first free throw of the night for Laurel.
Yeah, it's been a well-played game as far as fouls. And Sipe obviously with the three. That one's tipped by Ernst. He's had himself a good third quarter.
Sure is.
Laurel has played pretty well in the third here too. They just haven't made any ground up. That's the problem. Still down by 20 here as we hit 60 seconds to go.
Yeah, they've actually lost 2 points.
Yeah, it was 18 at the half. Sipe dials up a three, no. Caught the rebound. The thing about this Neshannock team is Quat, the floater with the right hand is no good. Got his own rebound, lost the ball, tied up. Sipe goes to the floor. Rin steps in front, and then he is fouled from behind by Iorio.
Very physical right now. Ref's letting them play for sure.
This Neshannock team, last year when they got to the state tournament in Franklin, that was a rough game for them. They just really got taken out of sorts, and one of the other issues in that game too was the size of the court, and you're not used to playing on these compact floors a lot of time. I mean, especially you get around the WPIAL. I mean, there are monster gyms: Peters Township, Pine Richland, North Allegheny, go on and on and on. These bigger gyms at some of these bigger schools, they get on a small court, it doesn't go their way early, and they get bounced. But the thing about this Neshannock team that has always interested me in the 2 years that I've been with our crew here is nobody takes over a game. And I know Quat's had big games, but, in some of those games where he's going off for 30 points or whatever, you have a guy like Rind who's got 21 and 8 rebounds. There's such a balance among this team that it really, who do you shut down? That becomes an issue for an opposing team.
Yeah, which is a great problem to have when you're in the Neshannock. You can move that scoring around a little bit. A little bit of blood on the court is why the delay right now. So don't know who the culprit was, but they went out to take just a rag out there. It's like, no, ref said they can't do that. You got to clean it up properly. So the blood rule coming into effect quite a few years ago.
I haven't even seen Matt Sopko tonight for Neshannock.
Yeah,
one of their top reserves at 5.5 a game. And you also have the feeling, Quat's only a junior, and you have Allison, who's only a junior, and Mazzacco, who's only a junior. So you have a good nucleus there after the season. But you just get the feeling, and we'll get into some of these rankings here in a minute, but you just get the feeling that if they're going to do something, it has to be this year.
Yeah.
And how much maybe they learned from that experience of getting to the state tournament last year, having a disappointing Saturday afternoon, and not being able to move on. And then meanwhile, their rival, by the way, Mohawk, goes to the state quarterfinals. And, they had some spirited games back and forth, those two. All these teams are very tight-knit and close, and many friends on different teams and things like that. But you just sense that it has to be this year if it's going to be Neshannock doing something. And unfortunately for them, even with Aliquippa at a higher classification, 2A is stacked as Shear's jumper rattles around and off. And get a foul on Neshannock. Offensive foul. That's going to be on Rin.
I was going to say Rin was a little bit too aggressive on that rebound. And Coach Corey does not like that. And got a timeout. Coach Corey going to call the timeout. Does not like the call or gets the timeout. Can understand Coach Corey being a little upset on that, but nonetheless, it is a timeout here taken by Coach Corey. Trying to see some other scores going around. Prep now leading Aliquippa 38-35. Right now, your way, York Suburban leading Eastern York 27-26.
That's a good battle. Let's talk a little bit while we have a chance here about some of these state rankings here. So the Trib puts out their state rankings. They only do top 5 in each class. Linville Hill Christian is number 1 in 2A. Constitution out of Philly is 2. And then you have two WPIL teams in Jeanette and Greensburg Central who are battling tonight, and then out of District 2, Old Forge. So, you know, it's maybe a little too early to kind of have a sense of who's going to do what here. And then you break it down a little further to the WPIL rankings, and Jeanette's 1, Greensburg Central is 2, this Neshannock team is 3, Northgate is 4, and Sewickley is 5.
It's a team you can't sleep on. It's Northgate. I think they're the sleeper of that 2A possibly.
Watt open for 3, and that's off the mark, and Sight pulls in the rebound. Down to 8 seconds to go in the quarter. Talk more about those rankings into the 4th as Parada got a steal off to Wren. They have a shot here before the buzzer. Can't get it off. Parada not in time. So that'll do it for 3 quarters. It's a 21-point lead for the Lancers as we go to the 4th here in the Lawrence County Sports Network powered by LCAP.
Since 1911, the City Rescue Mission has been serving our community by providing food for the hungry, shelter for the homeless, and hope for the lost. We continue to love all that come through our doors, extending mercy and providing grace just as God has done for each of us, serving with a compassionate heart and sharing the good news of the gospel and the hope we all have in Jesus Christ, just like we've done since 1911. We can't do this alone, and we continue to need your help.
Congratulations to our December LCAP Team of the Month. The Lawrence County SportsNet is proud to honor Laurel Wrestling as the December LCAP Team of the Month after their 13-2 start to the season. Congratulations to Coach Kevin Carmichael and the Laurel Wrestling team, our December LCAP Team of the Month.
Driveway. Back here at Laurel High School to start the 4th quarter. Eric Thomas and Lee Moan with you as Neshannock has a 21-point lead on Laurel. And we were talking there right before the timeout between quarters about the state rankings. So Constitution is 8-6 overall, but they got a rough schedule, including a game with Imhotep coming up. We mentioned Jeanette and Greensburg tonight. Old Forge is a team to keep an eye on. They lost to Holy Cross and Valley View, and those two teams are combined 20-2 as Iorio knocks down a 3 to start the 4th. 16 for him tonight. And we had a foul on the far side on Sight. That'll be his 4th.
Yeah, Old Forge pretty darn good the last couple of years. Along with Linville Christian, they made a nice run.
They are
in
legit.
the state playoff.
Yeah, they're a legit team. They've beaten Lancaster Mennonite this year, who was a power the last couple of seasons.
Won that state championship a couple years ago.
Yep, Parada inside the foul, and he will go to the line to shoot for the 3-point play.
Oh, check out the LCAP instant replay of that one. Parada going up strong and finishing. He's quietly got 14.
And right at his average, 13 and a half. And the big guy knocks down the free throw.
Well, I love watching him play. Just gritty.
And Rand almost picked that off. Santini dribbling around traffic. Still a 21-point lead for Neshannock as Sight fires a 3-way short. Ernst underneath, and he is fouled by Parada.
That was
actually going to be on Allison.
That was Mennonite that beat Lincoln, beat out a Clipper, wasn't it?
Yes.
That year, a couple years ago, yeah.
Yeah, that Lancaster Mennonite team, very good. They had a nice, deep young team for years. That's actually my old broadcast partner, Warren Goodling, still doing games in the Lancaster area. He and I team up for the state finals every year. And we called games together for years down in Lancaster County. So we've seen that Mennonite team, and he has seen Linville and said, no, they are 100% legit. So keep an eye on those rankings as the season goes on. A little tough to gauge just because of not having a full top 10 as Parada's shot is blocked and out of bounds. Only 5 in the Trib rankings. And
I'm thankful for anything.
Really, any kind of guide. For years, Mike Bullock did the state rankings. He no longer does them, but he did them better than anybody who has, as Anderson's going to fire, and that is off the mark, and Iorio the rebound.
Yeah, the other Pittsburgh newspaper did it for many years also.
Iorio head fake, three-pointer, no, rebound, tipped around, and Rin's going to pull it in. It's the other Pittsburgh paper. Steps inside the line is Parada.
It's still on strike. Well, since we're the Trib High School Sports Network, I just have to try to be polite.
Ernst, Fuchs, Iorio, three-pointer. Another one.
You might want to consider him for a player of the game right now, even though it's a losing cause right now.
Got 19 of the 37 for Laurel, and trailing the play, Santini fouls Anderton.
He's matches Anderton with the 5 threes.
This doesn't necessarily feel like it's as wide of a margin.
No.
You said that earlier, but you know, you look up and it just kind of is. And Laurel is playing pretty hard and going to play all 32 minutes here.
And they played even with him for the last 13.
Anderton to Quad again inside, and there's a foul before the pass. It's going to be on Tyler Shear.
What drives me crazy sometimes, you get all that physical play and then you get the touch foul.
And you look at section 4, Laurel sits 3 from the bottom as they're 1-4. It's going to be 1-5 after tonight is Quad. Little reverse layup is good.
Oh, nice assist there by Parada.
Ernst the other way, hop step out to Santini, deep 3. Off the back iron, and skying for that rebound was Fuchs, and then Parada steals it right away from him. Up ahead, Quat, one-on-one with Ernst. No call, Iorio, and we're going to get a off Laurel and the Neshannock ball with 5:20 to go. A sloppy play here in the opening minutes of the fourth. Yeah, and I also think, you know, the other thing is some of these teams, and you look at, say, a Constitution out of Philly. Well, Fuchs inside is fouled by Ring. You look at Constitution, they're 8-6, and you think, well, how the hell can they be second in the state?
Because they play all those 6A teams.
Because they play all powers the whole way through.
Oh,
and
my gosh,
the independent league or the public league in Philly is, you know, as good as the Catholic league, maybe not to the extent that teams can across the board win a state title like they can at least at the 6A level, but I mean the public league is just as good.
Oh yeah,
it's good basketball down there. So I mean you look at 14 games, they've won 8 and they're second in the state, and it's like, well, all right, well, they're 2 games over 500. Yeah, but look at who they played. And
good chance we'll see him back now in Hershey.
There is a chance. They were just there a couple years ago. Remember they had that game with Olsh at the Giant Center, what was that, 3 years ago? I think 21, 22 it would have been, because we didn't have titles in 21.
You know, span of 4. I think that was the game,
That's correct, yep. And it was a solid game, but Olsh was too good that day. Finished the season undefeated.
Yeah, Dante, he was a fun to watch.
Mazzocco open for 3. Parada had a hand on it, and then Santini going to foul Rin from behind. So, yeah, so just, I mean, you look at these, don't be misled by them. I mean, that's a legit team playing a legit schedule, and then the rest will sort of figure itself out here as we go. I sometimes think that it's, you know, week to week at the high school level in football, it's a little more sensical to have rankings. I'd be fine with almost like quarter poll rankings in basketball, just because I think you need more of the full body of work. Again, because you have a team like the Constitution who's 8-6. Well, if they would have started 0-5, you know, are you not going to rank them because they've played a tougher schedule than everybody else? Let the full body of work breathe a little bit. As Parada the steal. Rin the other way, off balance, got it to go. This Neshannock team gonna stay in front of Union. This Quat pulls in the rebound. 22-point lead. Rin, make it 24.
Neshannock just wearing Laurel down now.
Down to 4 minutes to go. And again, that game comes your way on Tuesday night. We'll have it for you on the Lawrence County Sports Network as Union and Neshannock will do battle in Section 4 of 2A basketball. Union a winner tonight, 76-38. They're 5-1 in the section, 11-3 overall. Neshannock is on its way to 6-0 in the section and 10-1 overall. So that is going to be the game of the year so far in our coverage area. There's a little floater by Hazel is good.
Hazel gets his first points of the night.
And a steal by Ring. All the way to the bucket. Good recovery defense by Fuchs.
I thought maybe he was going to take the trailer, but decided to take it to the hole.
Sipe is back in for Laurel. And remember, those two teams also will meet again later in the season, Union and Neshannock, and that is going to be something. On Tuesday night, James Dotson and Tim Continenza will have the call of that game for you.
Yeah, you might want to park now.
That is a fact. Iorio open for three, and he knocks down another one. He is having a great night for Laurel. Floater by Quat, and that one is good. He's having a good night too.
Quiet 17 for Quat. I was saying he wasn't having a good night shooting-wise, and he's putting up 17.
25-point lead for Neshannock. They are looking the part here tonight.
Greensburg Central Catholic now up by 5 on Jeanette.
There's Iorio one more time, and that one misses everything, but Sipe is there to pick up his teammate off the window and in. First points of the night for Sipe. And those two teams will meet again. Sewickley and Northgate will meet another time. Lots to determine over the next month. And then we're going to get into early spring, and we're going to get the WPIAL tournament and games every night for like 3 weeks. That's a beautiful pass, and Mazel lays it up and in, and we get a timeout on the floor called by John Corey and Neshannock. Take a look at the LCAP replay.
And since we were talking about some of those teams out east real quick, I'll give you a fun shocker. Well, not shocker, but the Eastern score. Bonner Pendergrass defeats Father Judge tonight, 66-64.
That's a team that
in 5A is Bonner.
Bonner is a bona fide contender in 5A. Might be the favorite.
Yeah, I think they're number one.
And Father Judge.
Yeah, they're number one in 5A.
Father Judge, many people think, is the best team in 6A in the state. Well, I talked to a couple of people.
Not tonight.
A couple of people, a couple of coaches who had an opportunity to play them both in preseason over the summer and also early this season said by far the best team that they have seen all year. I'll take those guys' word for it. They forget more about basketball than I'll ever know, so that's...
Yeah. Fox Chapel and Newcastle tied at the half at 27.
Yeah, Bonner is for sure a 5A contender. Runner-up in football this past season to Bishop McDevitt. Inside is Fuchs, Tyler Fuchs this time. Down to 67 seconds to go. 97 seconds, I beg your pardon. And that's out of bounds and stays on this side of the floor as we'll get some subs in for the Lancers. We'll see Christian Holmstrup for the first time tonight.
And 6A action, wide open, easy bucket there.
And that is the aforementioned Holmstrup who just checked into the game. Loose ball on the floor, and Neshannock fighting for it here. We got a couple of other subs into the game too, as Ryan Cameron is also in there, alongside Lyle Fries.
In 6A, Butler did defeat Pine Richland 53-44 in that Newcastle section.
Now again, let's throw a dart after USC. It's going to be here before you know it. We'll probably get a couple of state playoff games out of our area as well, so looking forward to that.
Actually, sorry, that was the girls' 53-44 final. Girls basketball. Apologize for that.
I stand corrected. You're messing me up here. How dare you? Stay safe tonight if you're going out and about, because it is a blustery and snowy one here in Lawrence County and down south through Butler and then into Allegheny. So just be careful if you're traveling tonight. As Neshannock's going to play this one out. They're in control here, about to win their 10th game of the season. John Corey's team is showing some teeth here in this 2A mix. Good swipe. And to the bucket, landed up and in, is Ryan Cameron. Iorio can move into the paint for two more. I'm with you. I am not going to be upset if Iorio is our pick for the player of the game. He has had a magnificent game for Laurel. And that's going to do it, as Neshannock is going to win it tonight, 72-45. They go to 10-1 overall and 6-0 in Section 4 of 2A. Going to stay a game and a half up on Union, who they play Tuesday night. So that is a monster. It's a game. That's a monster showdown on Tuesday night. We'll talk a little bit about that in our post-game show tonight to set you up for Tuesday as the Lancers win it tonight. 72-45. The post-game show comes your way next. You've been watching boys high school basketball on the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP.
For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Melee Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $30 visit to the Melee Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and/or all therapy is necessary. From the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between. Let Melee Chiropractic keep you in the game.
When it comes to shopping for insurance, there are thousands of options out there. MVP.
From high school to the pros and everything in between, you're listening to City View Sportscast, part of the iMedia One network.
That was awesome.
I love what I do because coming in every day is different.
How can you not enjoy these kids coming up and hugging you and giving you these great smiles all throughout the day? You guys ready?
Seeing the progress that our kids make every single day is one of the reasons I love coming to school.
What should we do? We have fun.
LCAP Early Learning Centers is hiring. Help empower young minds in Lawrence County and become a superhero today. Apply at lcap.org.
Tired of gasoline costs? Why drive? Let the Newcastle Transit Authority take you where you want to go. Serving the city of Newcastle and stops throughout Lawrence County, as well as weekday service to Pittsburgh. Public transportation just makes sense. Why drive when you can relax and ride? For more information or for route schedules, log on to newcastletransit.org. The Newcastle Transit Authority, going your way. And remember, senior citizens ride free.
Looking for a unique way to expand your business? Advertise on the Lawrence County SportsNet and be seen by thousands of viewers in the area and around the country on over 100 broadcasts each year. Visit lcsportsnet.com and click Advertise with LCSN.
Back here on the post-game show from Laurel High School, a Tri-County Principals Association post-game show. Eric Thomas and Lee Moe with you. A 72-45 winner tonight for the Neshannock Lancers, who go to 10-1 overall, 6-0 in Section 4. Laurel falls to 7-7 and 1-5 in section play. Let's look at our scoring recap. Our scoring recap is brought to you by Gem Master Builders and Craftsmen. For the visiting Lancers tonight, they were led by Jake Rinn, who had 16, David Quat, who had 18, 16 for Jake Rinn, 15 apiece for Talon Anderton and Tony Parada. Jeffrey Mazel had 4, and then you had a couple of reserves in Ryan Cameron and also Christian Holmstrup, who had 2 apiece off the bench late in the game. For Laurel tonight, Jaden Iorio led all scorers with 24 points, 9 for Mason Ernst, 5 for Lucas Santini, 3 for Aiden Fuchs, and 2 for Vern Sipe, and 2 for Tyler Shear for a total of 45 points. And that's a look at your Gem Master Builders and Craftsmen scoring recap. Family-owned and operated general contractor for 4 generations. Their extensive construction experience, design capabilities, and creative process allows us to help any project and meet any challenge, building the community for 70 years. Visit gembuilders.com for more information. It's a good win tonight for Neshannock. I mean, bottom line, big showdown Tuesday night with Union. Trying to stay ahead of them. That game is going to be for first place, at least a share of it, because they'd be tied if Union wins that game. Can't look ahead. They've got a game tomorrow as well at Westminster, so against Nazareth Prep, so they got to get ready for that.
Tough game there for Prep, for Nazareth and Prep, and be a good challenge for sure for Neshannock. Like you said, they can't look ahead, but boy, let's get there early for that Neshannock Union game. But it was nice. Laurel played them tough early, but then they just slowly pulled away. That pressure finally wore them down, so they continue that 2-2-1-4. It's not a really tight, a real pressure, but enough to annoy you, but then they will trap you when they get a chance, and Laurel did have that problem when they were getting trapped in those corners. So Neshannock played a pretty good game, though. I mean, very few turnovers for Neshannock also, so I think Coach Corys could be pretty happy.
Yeah, they come out with a win tonight on the road. Anytime you can do that, that's a big deal. Let's take a look one final time, too, at the Newcastle Transit Authority out-of-town scoreboard in Boys 6A Section 1. At the half, Fox Chapel and Newcastle are tied at 27 apiece. So when we're done here, you can flip over to our other channel. The only way you can get anything live from that game tonight is our audio coverage with James Dotson and Tim Continenza over at Newcastle High School. So flip over to them when we're done here. Other games tonight, Union defeated Southside 76-38. Mohawk was off. We have no report from Shenango, Western Beaver, or Wilmington and Greenville, but those were the other 2 boys games tonight we were keeping an eye on. On girls' side, Newcastle defeats Hopewell tonight 52-48, and Elwood City defeats Beaver Falls 53-51. That's a final look at your Newcastle Transit Authority out-of-town scoreboard update. Save money on gas and let Newcastle Transit Authority take you where you want to go, serving the city of Newcastle and stops throughout Lawrence County. The Newcastle Transit Authority, going your way. 2 final pieces of business for you tonight. Our Maley Chiropractic Play of the Game Award. And you can just take a pick of any of the ones that he knocked down tonight. But Talon Anderton finished the game tonight with 5 3-pointers. And he was a big difference in that first half when Neshannock went on their run to take the lead. So we'll take either one of his 2 3-pointers in the first half to give Neshannock the lead for good. So Maley Chiropractic is proud to present the Play of the Game Award to Talon Anderton of Neshannock. Melee Chiropractic and the Lawrence County SportsNet are proud to honor Talon for tonight's play of the game. He'll receive a customized shirt courtesy of the Red Zone in recognition of tonight's play of the game. Video of tonight's play of the game may also be featured on the Trib Live High School Sports Network standout platform on X and Instagram. To view tonight's Melee Chiropractic play of the game in this season's full list of top plays, go online to lcsportsnet.com and click on play of the game. Congratulations to Talon Anderton of Neshannock for tonight's Melee Chiropractic play of the game. Let Melee Chiropractic keep you in the game. Final piece of business, our MVP Insurance MVP of the Game Award is going to go to Jaden Iorio for Laurel tonight, 24 points, a game high. MVP Insurance is proud to present the MVP of the Game Award to Jaden Iorio of Laurel. MVP Insurance and the Lawrence County SportsNet are proud to honor Jaden as tonight's MVP of the game. He'll also get a customized T-shirt courtesy of the Red Zone in recognition of being named tonight's MVP of the game. To view the full list of this year's game MVPs, go online to lcsportsnet.com. Click on MVP of the game. Congratulations to Jaden Iorio for being named tonight's MVP of the game. MVP Insurance, call MVP for the win. Get some final thoughts.
Neshannock, it's just a good job coming out of here, coming out with this victory here tonight. They said not looking ahead, taking care of business, what you need to do. And you got a big game tomorrow, but, just a nice tune-up for Tuesday. For Laurel, hey, they played hard. I mean, they've a little rough of a first half, but they played pretty much even through most of the second half anyways. They got worn down about that last couple minutes, got out of hand a little bit, but you got to like the effort from them anyways. But this is a young team, and they'll continue to get better.
Yeah, I think so too. I tend to agree with that. And Shannock, again, showing what they're made of. Back in action tomorrow at Westminster as they take on Nazareth Prep, and then the big showdown on Tuesday night against Union for an early lead in the section. Remember, the top 5 teams go, so not a must-win for either team, but certainly it's going to be an emotional and highly amped-up showdown. As we hit almost the halfway point of the season, they'll meet one more time towards the tail end of the year, too. So both games will be must-see, and you can see the first one on Tuesday night right here on the Lawrence County Sports Network. That's going to do it for us here tonight. That's going to do it for the Tri-County Principals Association post-game show. Congrats to Neshannock tonight. 72-45 winners over Laurel here tonight at Laurel High School. We hope you have a great weekend. We'll talk to you next week at a gym near you. Stay safe tonight if you're out on the roads. Have a great weekend. Take care, and bye-bye.